After going into order, I'm welcoming you guys and I'm happy to see you today. In Toastmasters, for the new people who just come this meeting, Toastmasters intends to teach people how to become better public speakers, leaders, and better communicators. We have courses if you get paid up as a member. But we usually have meetings twice a month. The second Wednesday and the fourth Saturday of every month. Today, we have the meeting. In every meeting, we have word of the day this week and a sign of congratulating using the word and theme of the day. If this is your first meeting, we usually stand and introduce your name, where you're coming from, how you know about Toastmasters, and what you expect from Toastmasters.
It's an Ofifi. It's an Ofifi in Moshi. I work at Brownsville International. I knew Toastmasters through John Mzila. He's a friend of mine, so I wanted to learn more and develop my skills as the chair celebrities. Yeah, thank you.
Now, without taking more time, I would like to welcome Toastmaster today. Is Jamani in place of Noella? She's late. So Jamani will be Toastmaster today. So Jamani, welcome.
My name is Jamani, as I was introduced by the President, and I'm going to be a Toastmaster today. I'm going to be like an MC of this meeting. So, first let me introduce the role takers of today.
My name is Ian, and I'll be the accountant of today's meeting. My duty here is to look and concentrate specifically on fillers.
I'm the grammarian for the day. I'm supposed to note every wrong grammar you use and tell you that it's wrong, or tell you what grammar you use for the specific statements and sentences you use.
So I'm very nice, and I'll be the timer today. My role is to make sure that I use our time well. So I'll be using these cards. I have 3 colors on my card. I have green, yellow, and red. So when I show you green, that means you still have time. And when I show you yellow, that means you're going to very few minutes. For the speeches, when I show you yellow, it means you've used 6 minutes and you're left with only 1 minute. And when it's red, that means your time is up.
Generally, evaluating the meeting from the beginning till the end. So I'll give what should be worked on and what to improve. That's what I'm about to say.
I'm going to be evaluating the first speaker, and it's Liam. And what I'm going to look out is how your speech is, the clarity of your speech, the vocal variety, eye contact, your gestures, audience awareness, comfort level, your interest, and how you have supported your speech.
Hello everyone, my name is Ami. I'll be evaluating Florence speech, so I can't wait. It's going to be our first speech as an icebreaker. Like how Ian said, I'll be following different categories and I'll be evaluating according to those categories.
I'm going to be a table topics master. So my role is just to come up with a topic so that you guys can share your views concerning the topics. So the aim of having these topics, because we're having 2 presenters today, and we're more like, we are like 10 or 11. So we need at least some of us will speak. So that's why we're having that table topic. So now let me take this opportunity to introduce our first speaker. And I take this opportunity to welcome Madam Dean.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. I am glad to stand in front of you. And then I am just going to share with you my story, a little story about my life. So of all, I would like to ask you one question. Everyone of you to ask himself. Have you ever been thought of a challenge being a bridge to success and not an obstacle in your life? Well, I am Dini. I was born from a family of 10, that is my mom, dad, 5 brothers, and 2 sisters. I am from Monduli, a Masagan, a certain village known as Lake Bruco. When I was young, my dad left home and went to Nairobi for business. So my mom has to take all the role, taking care of us, and make sure that we get all the necessities that we need in life. So, despite the fact that my mom has never gone to school, but she realized the importance of education. So she made sure that we all go to school. Apart from that, we have a lot of traditions and cultural challenges that I was passing through, or we are all passing through. The first thing is the opposition from my uncles. They want us to stay at home to take care of cows and goat instead of going to school. So my mom has to fight for that. But also there are these other challenges in the community that women are there to, or girls are there to entertain men. So there are those dances men take to overnight with girls. You are visiting every house. Any house with a girl will be visited by a man or many men, getting time to entertain each other, sharing stories. Despite the fact that we are going to school, but at night we take a role as entertainers to men. I did that. But the other challenge is the challenge of getting engaged while we were young. So when I was just 12, I got engaged by 3 men, elder men. So I denied the engagement and said, I don't need a husband by that time. I need to go to school. Well, I managed that, and I was inspired by my sister. My sister also managed to go to secondary school, finished and become a doctor. So she inspired me, and she kept on giving me her word of wisdom, telling me that do not worry for any challenge that you are passing, because it's just a bridge to success. Okay, I gave myself those credits, saying, don't worry, Lee, you are going to pass through this. Well, the other challenge is the challenge of drought. My village was faced by a problem of water. So I and my peers had to travel like 21 kilometers to the nearby villages following water. We almost take the whole day looking for water and carry them by using donkeys. So let's say when I go to fetch water this day, that means on that day I will be going to school. Then my attendance was not good in primary, so my teachers started questioning my attendance. Then they were asking me, hey Dini, your attendance is not good. Do you like school? Or have you been engaged like other girls? You might end up being married like your peers. Those words were hard to hear from my teachers. So it's a bit pain, but I took it as a challenge and as a bridge to success. All right. After my completion to primary school, I got a chance to join secondary school to a certain school, and it's a charity school known as Maasai Girls in Monduli. I got an opportunity to be sponsored from Form 1 to Form 6. it was a great transition to me. I made sure that I study hard and I passed my exams. So I tried my level best, and after Form 6, I managed to pass my national examination and went to University of Saudi. Then I pursued my Bachelor of Arts with Education. Then after, I joined Africate 2 years like in 2018 up to now, and I'm working as a mentor. I have been using my challenge as a bridge to my mentors, my mentees, whom I mentor in Africate, and to other girls. Any girl that come across my way, I share my challenges, and I inspire them to fight against any challenge that they face, so that they will reach their dream. I like Toastmasters, I like leadership, and I would love to become a leader of gravity. I know joining Toastmasters will provide me with an inside opportunity to grow in communication, confidence, and a leader of growth, a leader of worthy in my community and even in other places, in every environment that I will pass. And that is to say, I have not yet accomplished my dreams. I am still working toward my dreams. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Dean, and let me take this opportunity to welcome another presenter, Florence.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. In front of you is Florence Thomas. What makes you special, or what makes me special? I was born in Monduli district, 1995, in a family of 5, my dad, my mom, and I being the first one, followed by my 2 young brothers. So I grew up in a family, an extended family, where saying your opinions is wrong, or not saying them also is wrong. So I was judged by everything that I had to say, or any choice that I had to make, I was being judged. So I grew up thinking that maybe I should not say anything, whether I'm at school or I'm at home. I should not say my opinions, or I should not share what I'm feeling. So all the days that I was in school, in my primary level and in secondary level, I used to sit at the back rows. I couldn't sit in the front seats. I was afraid. Maybe if I'm asked the question, I might fail to answer it, or if I answer, maybe they'll perceive me as someone who is maybe a fool or anything like that. So when I was in standard 6, I remember one of my friends wrote me a letter. Hey Florence, you did 1, 2, 3, 4, and so I have to fight with you tomorrow. You know, at those times, your fellow friends like to pressure you to go into fightings. So I remember I couldn't say it at home. I couldn't tell my mom or my friends or my teacher. So the next day at school, we had a fight, and I pretended that I fainted, so that the fight would be over. So while I woke up from that pretended fainting, my dad asked me, like, why didn't you say it at home, or why didn't you share it with your mom? And I said, I was afraid. Maybe mom could say I am the one with the mistake. I carried on until when I reached my advanced level studies, and I came across this organization and a project called KISA. From there, I was being told and being mentored that you are free to give your opinions. It's not bad it's not bad for you to make mistakes sometimes. It's good for you to give your opinions, whether you are wrong or you are right, and you won't be judged. So I grew up and I said, okay, these are the things that I needed in a certain period of my life. And while I was growing up, my dad was not staying at home with us most of the times. So when I started my university studies in Morogoro, Jordan University, my dad at the time was staying in Morogoro. So he had a talk with me one day before going to the university, and he told me like, okay, you should not be worried of anything that comes across your life. Don't judge yourself, and don't let others judge you. Your perception matters. So his words of wisdom gave me strength of moving forward, of saying what I feel and doing what I like. So right now I can say I'm proud of myself for the woman I've become. And what makes me special is that I can stand for myself, conquer that fear that was in my heart of, hey Florence, you can't do this is not right. And that ability to conquer the fear itself in my heart is what I'm proud of. So I'm beginning this journey in Toastmasters, hoping that as days goes by, I'll be more confident, I'll gain more leadership skills, I'll be able to help my mentees who do not have the ability to believe in themselves, and I'll give them some words of wisdom, just like Mahatma Gandhi said, that be the change you want to see. And that's all. And that's what makes me special. Thank you so much.
So now we can take this opportunity to fill this form. We have first speaker and second speaker. Here, we just comment or put your views or compliments about the speaker. And down here, we have place to vote. So you can just now work on it, and you can pass over to Madam Florence. When was your last time? Last September, and it was over. Let me choose Anna.
It was actually recently. So I had this gig that I had to do for this Rasta guy who does drugs. So I was supposed to paint his wall, and I painted his wall really nicely. But the crazy guy said that he did not like my work. So he wanted me, and he had paid me. So he wanted me to return the money he had paid me and clean his wall and make it white again. I was like, no, I can't do this. And then I was like, I'm taking you to jail, police. So I was like, how can I go to jail? First of all, I'm not legally residing in this country. So if I go to jail, immigration is going to deport me. So I was like, hell no, I'm not going. Sorry, I'm not going to what? To jail. So what happened after that? I was at the bank. Actually, we were making the argument in front of the bank, and there was like police at the bank. So I went to the police and told them the whole situation, and they were like, this guy is crazy. But you know how crazy Rastas are? He was like, no, I'm not crazy. This is what this girl did. She's supposed to return my money and repaint my wall. Then the police said, if that's what you want, both of you are going to jail. I was like, no, I can't go to jail. She's the one supposed to go to jail. I'm going to put her in the boot of my car. And then the police was like, that's impossible. You all remain here and follow the police patrol vehicle and go to jail. And then he was like, Basi, let it end there. And yeah, it ended there. Then one time, while I was in Memoria with Francie, a friend of the Rasta guy was in the middle of the market and was screaming, thief, thief, Muizi. I was like, what? I was like, and I just continued walking. And then when I got home, I got my phone. I was really full. My head was like about to explode. I texted him, the next time you do that, and he has a beard. He has a really big, long beard. He looks like a terrorist. So I told him, the next time you do that, I'm going to cut off your beard with a knife, and you're going to bleed. He's like, okay. okay, now this is evidence. I'm going to show this to police and immigrations. I was like, I don't care. Just go to them and report me. But I was like, the next time you do that, I'm going to cut your beard off.
What? Something most people don't know about you.
People don't know that I'm the only child to my father and my mother. Does someone know that?
Mm-hmm.
No? Yes, and I've been spoiled a lot when I was growing. Because I was like the only, like an egg. So my parents were looking up to me. I was spoiled a lot, and I was given most everything that I wanted and I needed according to their financial support. I can say that, the financial, yeah. So, yeah, it was fun growing up. And then my mother passed away, and then my father got married again. And then I had a young brother who is now like 5 years old. So now I'm no longer myself. And the attention now went to him. So sometimes I'm jealous of him, but I'm like, okay, like he can't enjoy his childhood like how I enjoyed. Because at that time my parents were young, and my dad, now those days I remember we used to go out every weekend, and they used to take me like nice fancy places. I used to have big birthdays, and I don't see that. Because my dad now is like, okay, I don't know, he doesn't have fun like the way I used to have fun. So I'm like, I'm lucky.
What was your biggest regret in 2019? This goes to... You're welcome.
I had, let me explain, I had the opportunity to travel to many places last year, but I did not do so. So that's what I regret the most, because I love adventure, I love traveling, I love networking and meeting with different people. So that's what I regret so far.
What is the simple fact that you wish many people should understand?
There's a small, simple fact that I noticed since I'm living in Tanzania, which is everyone is calling me Mzungu. And that is something that I know that people are not doing because they want to be mean, and I know it's part of the culture. But for me, when I'm walking through the streets, I see many people staring at me, and I see many people screaming Mzungu, especially children. And I think that's, like, I wish people would understand how it feels for me to hear it all the time. It's not, the problem is not to be called Mzungu, I don't mind that. The problem is that I'm walking through the street and I hear it all the time. I cannot take off my skin. So I always hear it. I cannot get a break except when I'm inside. So yeah, I would wish people would think about that before they scream. And yeah, maybe understand that I'm hearing it all the time, and that I know that I'm white, but they don't have to tell me.
What job would you never do, no matter how much it pays?
I will never do anything that is illegal, no matter what it pays. Like, I'll never do drugs. Okay, I can never sweep the road. Like, okay, I can sweep the road when you're forced by the government to do cleaning on Saturday on Saturday, but I can never do it as a job, getting paid for doing it.
Okay, the last question goes to Mr. Elia. What's your favorite quote? What is your favorite quote and why? Quote.
It's from Martin Luther King Jr., Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. I call him Dr. MLK. He's African American. He said, yes, I am a Christian, but being a Christian doesn't make me a better person than anyone else. So he equalized that everyone is equal to another person. This means humanity has no religion, has no race, has no blood. We are all humans, and in the end, we all deserve the same values. So I still keep that code in my memory because it reminds us that there's no any difference, whether it's blood, whether it's religion, whether it's political parties, whether it's race, whether it's language, the place that you were born, it brings us together. That no matter how you are, but you are still a human. So the quote that I love is, yes, I am a Christian, but being a Christian doesn't make me a better person than anyone else. We are all humans, so it's just the same quote. It has been a bit more modified by Obama, and he said, we are bound by something bigger than race, religion, and blood, but humans are bound by ideals, goodwill, and love. So those are the quotes that I keep them in my mind, and every time I think about them. So I treat everyone equal, just the way I want to be treated. So I treat people the way I love to be treated. So those are the favorite quotes. But the best one is that one from Dr. But mine, the king, I love that one.